Ayman Khan here for Seconds Out with the newest addition to the Team Combat League, Coach Manny Robles of the LA Elite. Coach, how you doing?
Very good. I'm doing very good. Thank you for having me.
Good to have you. Good to speak to you. Newest addition, as I mentioned, to the Team Combat League, heading up the LA Elite. What lured you into the TCL?
Oh, I like the concept. I like the whole concept, the whole team concept. It's something I've done in the past. Obviously, being part of the USA team, being the coach of Team USA, and also being part of the All American Heavyweights with Mr. Michael King. That was also the team concept. And last but not least, the World Series of Boxing, being the head coach of the LA Matadors. So it takes me back to them days, and doing it all over again seems of interest.
When you say doing that all over again, is this another challenge from you, as well as doing the traditional boxing format, but this new format as well, handling this side and challenge yourself to succeed in this format?
Absolutely, that's exactly it. I like the challenge. I like taking on new challenges, and this is definitely one that interests me. I like the competition, and really that's the reason why I'm doing it, and also because it gives fighters an opportunity to display their talents. Fighters that the boxing community may not know of, and it's a perfect format to give them exposure.
You've got the trials towards the end of the month. What are you looking for from those who are attending?
Well, discipline more than anything. Fighters that want to fight, that want to compete. Not everybody talks, but not everybody walks the talk. You know what I mean? Not everybody's willing to go out there and compete and get in the ring and fight. A lot of people just want to say they say they want to do it. So this is a perfect opportunity for those people, for those boxers out there that really mean what they say, and if they want to compete, then this is a perfect opportunity for them again to go ahead and display their talents.
You're very well connected within the boxing industry. Will you be sending out messages to specific names, to specific fighters to say, hey, come on, I want you on the team?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. There are boxers that I'm speaking to at the current moment that I believe could be beneficial, not just to Team LA, but to the entire league. I'm personally looking as a coach. I'm personally looking for the right fighter, that knows how to carry himself not only inside the ring but also outside of the ring, and true professionals in every single sense of the word.
What's the ambition here for you then? Obviously, you'll want to win in your inaugural season. Is that the plan here for you?
Absolutely. There's no other reason. There's no other way. I want to win. When I was approached about the league, I said I'm in it to win. The person I spoke to that reached out to me and convinced me to join the league, I said, hey, listen, I'm coming in this to win, to take the whole thing, to take the whole pie. So there's my competitive side, my competitive nature tells me, not to do otherwise. But if I'm doing it, I'm doing it to win the championship, to win season 2.
An exciting and action-packed concept indeed. I know that Dewey obviously shares his enthusiasm for the Team Combat League too. How far do you think it can go, and where sometimes boxing doesn't want to innovate? How far do you think this can go in terms of innovating and bringing something new to people's eyes?
No, I think it can go very far, most definitely. If you're speaking about the entire league itself, I think it's something promising, and it's something, like I said, it's something that should be able to excite the common fan, the common backs, and even the non-common person out there that's not familiar to the sport. Why? Because it's only one round. It's one round, and you got to be able to duke it out and go all out for that one, for those 3 minutes. You got to be able to stay busy and really want to go out there and shoot for the knockout. You know what I mean? And it makes it exciting.
I spoke to Austin Trout yesterday, who's heading up the Houston Hitmen, and I told him the Boston Butchers look like they've got a decent squad coming up with Jermaine Ortiz, who tried out. Rashidi Ellis tried out as well too. Those are some heavy hitters there. You got to find yourself some as well too.
I think so. I think so. I think I have coming up with a pretty good team myself. I've been speaking to a couple boxers out there that are well experienced, former world champions that have found some. I can't say any names right now, but that have found some interest in the league, and we're in talks right now. So hopefully we can be able to convince them into joining the league and bring some excitement to it.
Do you think you'll be able to find the next star as well?
Oh, definitely. I believe this is a perfect the perfect opportunity for fighters out there to display their talents. Fighters that some of us may not know about. The next hidden gem, if you will. That you may be able to find them in this league. Like I said, I've done something similar to this in the past with the World Series of Boxing, and and some of the including Lomachenko that participated in the World Series of Boxing. Just to name one, and some others, Rashid Warren and Joseph Diaz and so forth and so on. They eventually moved on to become world champions. And so I don't see why the Team Combat League should be any different.
Manny, whilst I got you here, just want to move the attention to a couple of other things. First of all, Rafael Espinoza beating Robeisy Ramirez at the tail end of last year in what was a cracking fight. What's next for Espinoza?
Well, to defend the title. I mean, whether it's with Robeisy once again or for, maybe a title unification, but that's entirely up to the management and the promotional side and to decide on what's next for Rafa. Right now, he's just getting back in the gym. I hope to see him in the next couple of weeks or so and get him back in the gym myself and get things going and start working on the title defense.
A lot of people that looked at his record and completely underestimated him.
Oh, definitely. They did, and especially what's the most interesting. He's got a great record, of course, as a professional fighter. But if you look at his amateur record, he only had 10 amateur fights. And that just goes to show you, 10 amateur fights versus someone like Robeisy, a two-time Olympic champion, and of course the current world champion at the time. And that's why you see someone like Rafa being the big underdog, and it was such a surprise to people being a 10-1 underdog and defeating someone like Robeisy was definitely something that opened the eyes of many of the people out there in boxing in the boxing community.
Ramla Ali got her redemption as well too. What's next in the pipeline for her?
Possibly a world title fight. That's what we're looking at right now. Again, we're looking to hear back from Matchroom, from management, and see what's next. I hope to get her back in the gym in February and then decide what the next move will be.
That's you as well. One of your former charges, Michael Conlan, was defeated to Jordan Gill. You had Gill sparring at your gym. Did you expect him to defeat Michael the way he did?
Oh man, that's a hard one. I have a lot of love and respect for Michael Conlan. You know what I mean? I worked with Michael in the past, and he's a great kid, great fighter. He's a warrior, but this is boxing, man. It's a business. It's a sport. Gil was here with this coach, and got some sparring here in LA. Got a chance to work with some of my guys, and I saw a very good fighter at the time, but we had no idea he was fighting Michael Conlan. And the fight came to be, and the better man won. But that's just boxing, Hopefully, Michael can get himself back into it again and get another crack at a world title, perhaps.
Do you think he can?
Yeah, anything is possible. He's just got to set his mind to it. You know what I mean? He's got to surround himself with the right people, the right team, and get maybe give it another go.
Just a couple final things for me, Coach. We're heading up to Fury versus Usyk. What's your prediction?
Man, you're only as good as your last fight, man. And that Tyson Fury performance wasn't his best performance to date. So, and then Usyk's been looking better and better, sharper and sharper. So I would have to take Usyk.
Is it disappointing to see one of your former charges, Andy, be on the sidelines for a year, not having a big fight?
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. He's only had 2 fights in the last 5 years. I mean, out of sight, out of mind. You know what I
Mm.
mean? It's as easy as that, out of sight, out of mind. And the worst thing that can happen to a fighter is not to keep himself busy. You know, to take himself out of the limelight is not a good thing. You know, boxers fight, fighters fight, and for him to stay, for him not to stay busy is it's not a good thing. Not a good thing for his career.
And as someone who guided Ruiz to defeat Anthony Joshua, did you stand impressed by AJ's comeback fights and his win over Otto Wallin?
Actually, yes. I mean, I've always been a fan of Anthony Joshua. Since back in the amateur days, I was a fan. You know, we were both at the World Championships together in Yerevan in Azerbaijan in 2011. Me as a coach, of course, of Team USA, and him as representing the UK team, and seeing him win the silver medal at the World Championships. I always knew since back then that he'd be special, that he'd be a special fighter. And sure, a year later at the Olympic Games, he won gold and eventually moved on to become a heavyweight champion of the world.
That Wilder fight's gone now, right?
No, I wouldn't think so. All it takes is one fight. I guarantee you get Wilder back in the ring and he gets a win under his belt, and we'll be talking about the Wilder and the Joshua fight again, all over again. You know what I mean? I mean, look at Joshua. Joshua's been there. He lost to Andy. He's lost twice to Usyk, but now everybody's talking about him again. And it's just, I still, they can still. I mean, it wouldn't probably be as big, but like I said, it's just finding the right fighter, the right style for Deontay Wilder, getting back on the winning column, getting one or two, get him one or two wins, and then again we'll be talking about Joshua and Wilder all over again, and I would love to see that fight. I'm sure a lot of people would.
Bringing this back to you and the Team Combat League, look, Wilder has got that tremendous punch power. Will you be training your fighters to go for the knockouts, or are you looking for the fighters to box in those 1 rounds?
Knockouts always come on their own. You can't really train a fighter to go for the knockout. We just got to be ready. We got to be ready for action, ready to go. Go to war for all 3 minutes of the round, because that's all we get. So we just have to make sure that they're well prepared, mentally, physically, and to endure the challenge, of course.
Coach, it's been a pleasure speaking to you. We're looking forward to the Team Combat League and you heading it in 2024. Can I get a final message for your opponents, the teams that are standing in your way to success? What have you got to say to them?
Nothing. Good luck. Good luck to everyone. It should be fun. It should be exciting. Let's go have fun. You know what I mean? Let's go have fun with this project. And at the end of the day, I think we're all gonna win. We're all gonna be winners at the end. The league itself, the fighters, the fans, because they're going to get action-packed fights, and at the end, if we can do that, if we can get the fans to join and to watch the fights, and to whether on TV or to show up live at the arenas, I think we're all going to be winners at the end. Of course, I'm gonna work to win. I'm working to win the championship and take season 2. But I know there's a lot of tough competition out there, and respectable coaches out there that are gonna be doing the same thing and be getting their fighters ready to win. So, best of luck to everyone out there, and just be ready, because we're coming.
Competition brings out the best in all of us, Manny. Pleasure to speak to you. Pleasure is all mine. Thank you for speaking to Seconds Out. So we'll catch up very soon.